What's up? What's up? Welcome back to Chopping It Up with the Cholas. I'm India.
And I'm Los. Today we're going to be talking about. Oh, actually, before we talk about anything, you guys gotta keep up, keep a lookout. You guys keep a lookout because not only are we going to have our podcast here in our little studio, all right, we're going to be taking up, chopping it up to the streets, you guys. We're going to be doing a lot more things. We're going to be taking it out there to the streets, to the shows,
Yeah.
to the get-togethers, to the hops and stuff. We're gonna take it out there so you guys can see the style that we actually. Well, we're always around. Like see the people that we're around.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. You guys are gonna enjoy yourself. The way we always do on our lives. We take you out. We take you all over the place. Well, that's what we're basically gonna do with this. Not all the time, but sometimes if there's like a good special event, we're gonna take you with us. We're gonna go over there and chop it up with some people, ask them some questions, interview them. So stay tuned for that because that's gonna be amazing. So look out for it.
Be ready for it. Be ready for it. It's coming very soon. Today we are going to be talking about social media drama. The reason why we're going to talk about this, we tried it before. There's some things that it was a little here and there, but we're going to talk about it today because honestly, the what we do on a normal basis, we do social media a lot. This right here just adds to it. Our podcast is adding to the social media. We've been kind of like for me personally, I just went through some stuff on social media that kind of put me through the roof. But it's something that we wanted to talk about because we go through it on a daily basis. We go through good things, bad things, ugly things. And we kind of wanted to talk to you guys about it to give you guys kind of like our input, the do's, the don'ts, and the how-tos. So we do want to talk about the social media drama that goes around. What's one of the first things that you want to talk about? You want to talk about the haters? You want to talk about like the instigators? You want to talk about the cool people? What do you think we should just hop into?
Wow.
Good first and then bad, or bad first and then good?
Yeah, go to the bad first because we want to leave the best for the last, which is the good part of social media.
Yeah.
But there's so much bad to it too if you don't have the thick skin for it.
True. I get it, man, because I don't have a long time on social media. I do have almost a year doing social media, like with the live streaming and stuff like that. Almost reached a year. In this short span that I've been on, I've gone through some crazy stuff. So I can only imagine in the years that you've been on it, I can only imagine the things that you go through, the things that you hear, and imagine through all of the other social media, the influencers, the people who do lives, the people who do like the food, the food stuff. I can only imagine the things that everybody else has to go through. For my personal stuff, like, it's so hard because I'm a very outspoken person. I usually, when somebody tells me something, I usually say something back right at the get. And sorry, you guys, excuse my voice. My voice has been gone for like a week, but I'm getting it back. So let me just get that out there because I'm gonna be like cracking a little bit. When I started off mostly on the good part because she helped me gain followings to where I was able to go live on TikTok, and that's where I started my live streaming and stuff. And for the most part, it was good because the people who were following me were already following her, and they came to me because they liked me and they followed me for good reasons. But then I started seeing that it's not all good. Some people, when they're scrolling through and they see your page, they'll look at you and they'll call you all types of names. I've been called every name in the book. I've been called every name in the book when it came to elementary school and middle school, some of high school. But I didn't know I was going to go back to that in my adult life. It's crazy. It's crazy because social media, I feel like sometimes it's like going back to school.
It's like high school.
I feel like I'm going back to school with it because it's crazy. Like, I feel like, like we're getting told things that we were told in school. Like, with instigating and, people coming in and out like, right. Oh, well, did you hear this person? Did you see that person? Like,
it's crazy. It's a bunch of gossip. It's like a big soap opera. you don't know who you're talking to. You
Yeah.
could be talking to a little kid. You could be talking to a grown adult. You could just be talking to somebody that is just a straight up hater and wants to come in and ruin your life. They see you doing great. They see your numbers going up and they get upset and they want to come in and they just want to start talking some masa. You know what I mean? Some masa. Tortillas and tamales masa. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing is it is hard to stick into social media the way it's been. Like, man, I started out on freaking MySpace, Moco Space, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of it. But the worst it's been has been on TikTok, because oh my gosh, man, like I said, get that thick skin, because people will kick you off. People will get you kicked off, and that's what they want. And that's what I always told Lokes here. I'm like, be ready, fool, because if they see you doing good or they see you doing big things, and they're going to hate on you and they're going to want to shut you down. Now, it's up to you to hold it down, to make it, to have that thick skin and make sure you make them, you just, brush it off of you. Brush it off of you, because trust me, that's what they want. They want you to get kicked off. There is social media bullying on there. It is the biggest thing on there. If you look, it's all over the place. People will jump in. They will try to point out your defaults or try to point out things just to hurt your feelings. Some people want to see you cry. They want to see you hurt. But then some people want to get you mad, and some people want to get you kicked off. Some people are jealous. Some people are envious. There's people that love you. Like, the thing about it is, there's people on social media that really don't do anything but stay home and wear their lives. So they enjoy us. They love us. And that's what's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, whenever I run into people from social media that have never met me in person and they cry, or they just feel like overwhelmed and happy to see us, and that's the biggest thing that makes me stay in social media, because there are great people out there, but also there's people out there trying to shut you down too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do agree with that, because I see a lot of people on my lives, I see a lot of people that are with me all the time. They're with me all the time. But there are those few, and sometimes it depends on the live. It depends, like, sometimes on the algorithm too, because sometimes when I be live, I'll have the solid 60 people, and I can be solid 60 throughout the whole time. But sometimes I'll go up to 200 people, and I'm just like, whoa, where'd this come from? Where did 200 people come from? But it's because those other 140 people that are here, they're not here for the good reasons. They're here intentionally looking for something. They're looking for something to take.
It's because something just went down, and they want to come to your side and see what you think about it. You know
it's crazy. It's crazy. People are just ready. They're ready to take something. You guys got to be careful, because there's screen recordings going on all the time. Let me tell you, you think you're doing big things by talking like this and thinking it's going to stay there. It's not staying there, because screen recordings are going on all the time.
Yeah.
When you're live,
screenshots
and screen recordings are going. You think, in the commentary, the people who are commenting and stuff, you think that, you're not going to be noticed for your comments. You will be noticed, because people are screenshotting your comments and sending them to those people who you expected not to see it. They're going to see it. Everybody, nothing stays a secret.
Everybody acting like they're your friend.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've been rocking with you since day one. Why did I get blocked? Well, you got blocked because you were over here, instigating something. But we try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But it really does suck, because there are a lot of instigators on social media when you're, live streaming and stuff. They take what you're getting, they'll take something out of context.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If we're talking about something that happened, and it could be, say for example, I'm talking about my sister, something that happened 10 years ago. If I say this, blah, 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 they're going to take that and say, oh, to somebody else's life, oh, she was talking about you. Look what she said. Mm-hmm. But they're going to cut out the fact that I said my sister or this person. They're going to cut that part out, and they're just going to take the part that they want and run with it. This is what happens on social media a lot. Yeah. people have to be careful. And honestly, I feel, in my opinion, I don't have as long as everybody else, but in my opinion, all the social media live streamers and stuff, don't take all the screen recordings and run with them. Don't take all the screenshots and run with them, because honestly, you don't know. You don't know. Just take issues direct to the person that you think that might be an issue. If not, just leave it as is. And for those of you who are in the comments, please just keep it good. Keep it cordial,
Keep on wishing, because that ain't gonna happen. I will tell you this. You know what I do notice? One thing I do notice is I see people and I just sit quiet and I watch, because I watch people that are actually on people's social media to break friendships apart, relationships apart. They act like they're your friend and they're not. They're there because they want to mix some kind of situation up and start some drama. I do notice that a lot, that people pretend like, oh, I like you, India, but I don't like looks, or I like you looks, but I don't like India. And that's one thing is what I do notice about social media that's messed up, because I've seen it mess up a lot of friendships, and it's worked. I mean, it has worked with a number of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what's upsetting, is the way people can instigate and try to get people to go against each other. And some people, like I said, they don't have the backbone to not listen to that. Me, I'm my own type of person where I have to see it with my own eyes. I'm not going to believe what somebody tells me. Do you know how many messages I get about how this person's no good for you and this person's no good for you? Oh, I like you, India, but then I see you doing the same thing and just like straight going against people for no reason. That's what's ugly about social media, because you don't know who you're talking to. You could be talking to your worst enemy and thinking you're talking to a good person, and you don't even know it, because all they're trying to do is get you to say some shit that you're not supposed to say. And they're like, gotcha, bitch. You know what I mean?
Not only that, but sometimes people, they catch you on your most vulnerable moments.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, for me, I'll drink my apple juice. I'll drink my apple juice and I'll get like a little like tipsy and shit. And then when I'm sitting here in my feels, I'm having a good time. Somebody will come and put that message because they already know I'm on the edge. They already know I'm on the edge, that I'm probably just gonna just let it loose or whatever. Mm-hmm. But sometimes when you say something, I say something, not anybody. When I say something, sometimes it's taken out of context a lot, because when I say something, I say it with such emotion. I say it with emotion that sometimes it doesn't come out the way that I'm feeling it or I'm thinking it. It comes out in an aggressive way. And sometimes that's not what it is. Normally, if I'm trying to be aggressive, you're going to see the aggression. But there's a lot of time when I'm trying to say something, it's coming out emotionally, but not aggressively. But people take it like, oh, look at what she said and how she said it. And it's so messed up, man. Social media is just so messed up.
It is.
And they want to take you for your vulnerability, and okay, so I had something happen to me recently on social media. It was actually very upsetting. It was just something that I think this is the worst thing that I've had happen to me since I've been on social media, since I've been going live and live streaming. I get hate all the time about my weight, my size, my look, my this, my that. It is what it is. But I got messages on social media talking about my kids. I don't even know if I can say it on here, because it's a lot. They were calling them.
They were just downgrading your kids.
Yeah, calling them future jailbirds and bastards and this and that. They were just calling them a whole bunch of foul names. What was it? Rat bastards. What they call my kids. What is it that goes through a person's mind? Just because you don't like me, you don't like what I say, you don't like what I do, you don't like how I look. What makes it okay in your mind to message a mother about their children? Who does things like that? Why would people do that? And these are supposedly grown women who are the realest type of people in the world. Like, that's not okay.
No, that's a fake person.
That's literally, these are the fakest people.
That's a fake person.
The lowest people, the most downgraded people in the world that try to downgrade you but bringing your kids into it. My children have done nothing. I'm not the best mother, but I am doing the best I can.
You're a threat to them.
I'm a threat in some type of way.
You're a threat to them. Like, they're not, nobody goes after kids and family members unless they're really trying to get under your skin. And that's exactly what that person did. She was like, okay, or he or she, how do I get to that person? Or them, because it could have been a group. But how do I get to somebody? Oh, I'm gonna go after the kids. I'm gonna go after her kids. I'm gonna get her real mad. Why? Because they want to get you kicked off. Because they want you to say something you're not supposed to say. They want you to do something you're not supposed to do so you could get banned forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. That's the thing about social media is it could be a good thing and it's a bad thing too, because it could be anybody. You don't know who it is. It's anyone. It could be your worst enemy. It could even be your best friend. You know what I'm saying? It could be anybody behind those doors giving you a call, giving you those messages. It could be an undercover hater. It could be one of your people that are sitting next to you that are trying to be your friend. You know what I mean? You just don't know these days.
And that's so sad.
And it sucks because they come after your family like that. I mean, like she said, I've been in social media, doing social media for a long time, and I've seen it. And I see them. They go after the kids. They go after the family. They go after anybody they can. Because why? Because you don't know who it really is. It's a profile picture, yeah. It's a profile picture, but is it really that person? No, it's not. Because most of the time, it's somebody with a fake account or a fake picture, or it's just not that person. Because why? Because they're too scary to come at you for real, to your face for real. So they faking the funk, acting like they big, bad, and tough and brave, but they really ain't. That's what makes me laugh about social media, because people always want to come on and like act like they're big and bad and shit, but come at me in person, to my face, not on social media. This is not what I'm here for. I'm on social media for good things, not bad. I want to go up there and uplift people, make people feel better, do good things, not bad. I could care less what the next is doing, you know what I mean? Worry about you, don't worry about me. You know what I mean?
And not only that, like, I've never seen a page, like, for me, watching her and my lives itself, we're not the pages to go to directly to go for chisme or drama or this and that. The only time that you will see our pages on that is only because we're responding to something that's already been said to us or done to us in some type of way. People look at us like we're the starters because just one time we go live and we're venting about the issues that we just went through, and now we're the problem. We're the problem because we respond.
Yeah.
And we're not the problem for responding.
Don't respond because you're the bad guy if you respond.
It's crazy. But if you see us on a daily,
you're big and bad if you respond. You know what I mean? No.
But if you see us on the daily, like if you see us every time we go live with our music, maybe our apple juice. We're doing our makeup. We're laughing. We're having a good fucking time. We're getting along with our viewers. That's our page. Every time I go on hers, that's her page. That's my page. We're showing them what we're doing at the time and stuff like that. But the one moment we decide to respond, all of a sudden, oh look it, they started it. Look, they're just drama. Like
I'll tell you what though. I've seen certain and I'll just say influencers, because they're not influencers, but they get on social media and they start a lot of drama.
Yeah.
Why? Because they want numbers. They want numbers. They want their numbers to go up. I can sit here and I can get crazy and start talking like a damn fool and act a fool, and my numbers will go whoop,
Me too. Hey, I've had quite a few people when I'm venting.
If I have a venting day and I want to talk some shit, my shit will go from 200-300 to like almost 2,000-3,000 or more. I can make that shit go sky high if I wanted to, but that is not the respect that I want.
Right.
I want respect. Like, I love India. She's good people, you know, like she seems like a good person, not like, oh yeah, that's a bad bitch right there. Oh yeah, she's badass. Don't mess with her, you know. Or somebody that just yaps their mouth 24/7 like this. This is all they do is yap. And they're all barking no bite at the end of the day. At the end of the day, they ain't nobody. They just all bark, no bite.
For me, my page doesn't get, to a couple hundreds like yours
For
does
real.
on a normal basis. But for me, honestly, it's quality over quantity. I would rather have the few people that are on my page 100% because they enjoy me.
Yeah.
They love me. They love what I'm giving to them. They love, we respect each other in return.
Yeah.
I would rather have quality over quantity because the quantity can be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
Yeah.
But they're not all there because they like you. Half of them are there because they're waiting for you to mess up.
Right.
They're waiting for you to say something slick so they can run with it. Don't do it. Don't expect your numbers to be way up here and then you guys thinking that those numbers are way up here because they're all love you.
Yeah, and they're just waiting for you to fail. But
Yes.
like most of the people, it's so sad how people just wait for people to fail. Not succeed, but fail. And it's sad. Like, that's how sad it is. But that's why you gotta have that thick skin, and that's why you gotta stand tall and not fall for the bull. You know what I mean? Like, keep it going, keep it pushing. Don't let everybody get to you. If you really wanna succeed in being an influencer on social media, don't let all that get to you. Don't let all that get to you.
Yeah. For me, like too, I think, again, for me, still the good outweigh the bad on social media so far. So far. I have less time again, so I'm not sure on your part. But on my part, the good still have outweighed the bad. I get a lot of people who come on and say, where have you been? I miss you. Like, I feel lonely when you're not here. I'm so happy that you went live, because I'm alone. I don't have nobody, I live alone, and every time you go live, you keep me company. And I try for everybody, I try to make sure I talk to all of my followers, the people who comment and stuff. I try to be there with them. I try to be there to keep a conversation going. And that right there, some people look for social media for those things. Sometimes people are lonely. Sometimes people don't have a big family that they have somebody around them 24/7. So social media is their next best thing. And when they find somebody that they can click with and they get along with and they can respect and get the same respect in return, that's where they go to, So for me, social media has still outweighs
it's
the
a
bad.
beautiful thing, because like I said, when you get those one like really like loyal people from social media that like are actually fans of you, and they see you and they cry, or they're so excited with happiness because you're standing in front of them, and you're like, damn, I feel like they make you feel special. And it's like, little do they know, they feel all happy, but little do they know they warm our hearts too. They make us happy too. Like, it's 100%. A beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. I love it. That is why I keep pushing. That is why I'll never let anybody stop me from my goals and what I like. And what I like is this. I like being on social media. I like meeting new people. I like talking to people. I love my gente. But keep the drama away from me. Keep it pushing. Because I'm not the one on that one. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really not the one on that one. And everything should not be a competition, and at the end of the day, that's what it ends up being. It's like a whole competing thing. People want to compete and see if they're better than you, or get better than you, get better numbers, and it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Do you, will do us. Until then, like, hey, we're gonna keep it pushing, and we're gonna take it to the top as far as I can, because the only person that I compete with is myself. I compete with myself all the time to get better and better. And that's my goals. You know what I mean? People out there want to bash people to make them look good, and hey, it comes back at you. Trust and believe that it comes right back at you. You know what I mean? That shit will turn around one day, and you're gonna see those people in person that you downed and you made look like a fool, and they're gonna be, oh yeah, what'd you say about me? Bah! And that's gonna be on you, fool, because people think that they're untouchable. People think that, oh, ain't nobody ever gonna touch me. And like, oh, okay, if you think so, you know what I mean? But it's just like, just stay humble, gente. Like, stay humble, and you will be good in social media. Just stay humble. Don't look for those numbers for the wrong reason. Don't get all crazy with it, because later on, no matter what, it comes down. All that bashing and trying to get your numbers up because you think you're doing something, it all stops. It all comes to a stop, a halt. But if you do everything in a positive way, you go for the positive, you're going to keep climbing, and you're going to keep climbing, and you're going to keep climbing. And trust and believe, I could tell you this because I started from nothing. I was on Facebook just chilling, started from nothing. We started OGV up. I started getting more and more up there. Then I started going out there to the show, started getting more and more up there. I was on Facebook. People started noticing more and more of me. YouTube, Instagram, and then I got on TikTok, and then it was really a wrap up there. So, and I'm not even nothing yet. Like, I'm like barely climbing, and it's getting better. Look at Lokes. You know what I mean? Lokes started out not knowing anything, nothing, and I just told her, just get on there and talk to people. If you like talking to gente, if you like talking to people, then talk to people. You know, people will listen to you. Mm-hmm. Some will think that you're bullshitting. Some people will think that you ain't about nothing, and some people will be like, who are you to say anything? Why should I follow you? Who are you? You ain't nobody big. Well, that's to you. But to many, we are someone. Mm-hmm. We are. And you are too. So get that right. You know what I mean? Like, use social media in a positive way. Stop using it in such a negative way. Stop bullying people. Stop trying to tear people down so you look better. You know what I mean? If it could only be like that, but it won't. I know it's not going to just change, and everybody's going to be like, oh, big, happy, sunshiny people. No. Because there's people on here right now like, oh, hell no, you don't know what you're talking about, babe. I already know. I already see. Or they'll be like, oh, practice what you preach because you really ain't who you say you are not. Okay? No, you ain't who you say you are. You know what I mean? I don't fake the funk. Pages. I do not fake the funk. You fake the funk. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing about Cheese Man, is people love Cheese Man, and people love to hear all kinds of masa talk and all that, and you know what? But I'm just not about that. That's not for me. That is not for me. That is not what I want to be known for. Oh, India talks a lot of shit. You know, like, no, I don't. She doesn't either. We're known for being cool with people, and people love coming up to us and talking. Positivity. Not negativity. Like, forget the negative, man.
Again, some people just run with the little small, the few times that we do react, not act. We don't just go out blurting shit. The only time you ever see us on our lives or on any screen recordings that you guys might see, it's only because we're reacting to things that have already happened. Things that have already been put into place because our names have been in someone's mouth, or something has happened to us already. So we're human. We do make mistakes. You know, we do say things. We do react because humans do have feelings. Yeah, no, I'm a very sensitive person, okay? I'm sensitive. So
I'm just about, like, don't tarnish my name. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I will prove you wrong. I will prove you wrong in every single way, form, and shape. I will prove you wrong because I am not as bad as some people make me out to be, you know what I
Right.
mean? They see
Right.
tattoos, they see a chola, they see me older, and they're like, oh, when you gonna grow up?
Yeah.
Oh, when you gonna get out of this?
That's the
Or
worst
when you gonna
part.
do that? And I'm like, hey, don't worry about me, because you know what? People love and respect who I am. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is who I am. You know, they're, oh, do you ever wear dresses? Yes, I wear dresses sometimes, shit, when I feel like it. You know what I mean? But not today.
Not me.
You know what I mean? Like, not today. I mean, it's
I can't
people
put
judge
on
a book by
stick.
its cover all the time. You know what I mean? And it sucks, but you know that's social media. Social media, they judge people right away. They take a look at you, and they want to start downing you for your faults or anything that they don't like. If you look crazy or if you look like out of the normal that they're not used to, they start putting you down. Don't let nobody do that to you, because to each is their own. Everybody is their own person. You know what I mean? And that's where people need to stop. Like, people always want to downgrade someone to make themselves look better.
Yeah, which is not cool, you know. We do have a lot of personal things that do happen on social media. It does suck. It does take a toll on us. You know, again, we're only human. We do act, we do react. But in the whole sense of everything, when we do look at things, you know, we can tell people the proper way to do things, you know. When I've been told many times, when something comes in and someone starts saying something in the comments, don't respond. Pretend like you didn't see it. Just let it keep going. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. You can have moderators take it off. You know, but sometimes it doesn't end there. You know, sometimes it does become direct messages. You know, and on for a person who does live stream, your page is not private to where you can accept or deny, you know? Like, you can't send a message unless you're a friend. So my page is not private. So I do get direct messages that are directly, intentionally just trying to put me in a mood. And again, I am human. So if I'm reacting only because I have a sense of feeling. But the best way I have done it to where I have seen some things and I'll laugh about it. I'll look at it and I'm just laughing like, dang, you were really miserable. Like, I'm happy. Like, I'm sitting here, I'll see a comment and I'm just like, why are you so mad? What did I do to you? Like, who are you? What are you on my page saying something? Oh, you know me. I don't know you. I don't know you. One, because you're probably using a fake page. Most of them are. But it's just like the more they come, it's just they're so interested in your life. I've noticed that. The people who are honestly that do that, they're so interested in you. Like, I have never been so interesting.
And they're just trying to catch you slipping. They just want you to slip. They want you to get mad. They want you to cry. They want you to get upset. They want to make sure that they impacted you. That's what they want to make sure. And that's even for the good. Like, there's good in there that want to impact you. But the bad, they want to come in and tear you down and make you feel lowest to the low. They want to make you get off. When you get off social media, they want you to go look in the mirror and be like, am I? You know what I mean? Or do I really look like that? Or do I really sound like that? Or no, don't fall for what people tell you. You know what I mean? You know who you are at the end of the day. Stay confident. Yeah, you have to live with yourself. You gotta get used to yourself, man. Don't let nobody change you. Don't ever let anyone change you. Just be the person that you always have been, and I promise you, people are gonna love you for who you are.
Yeah.
Stop trying so hard. Stop trying so hard. Stop trying to satisfy the next person and make someone feel bad. Like, because the only thing at the end of the day, if you get off of social media and you're like, yeah, I should have told them. Like, you look hella dumb right now, because I bet you a lonely person in your own little world, really with nothing, or really doesn't have no friends. People are only your friends because maybe you have to be liked or something, and you're like, oh yeah, you pretend to like that person, when really, when it comes down to it, you don't like that person. So get it right, get it tight, TikTok. Social media.
Now you're calling them out. Hold on. Another thing that I do want to say too is that look, for me and for her, me being close with her and stuff, what you see is literally what you're gonna get. When you see us on a live broadcast, when you see us behind this camera, this is exactly who we are and how we are when the camera's turned off. Okay, a lot of people put a persona. They decide to turn on a switch of who they're gonna be the moment that they put their camera on. That's not who we are. Yeah. What you see with us is what you're gonna get with us. If you see us when we're talking, well, yeah. But when literally that's how it is though, you know, like when I first saw you on TikTok, I seen that you know, the type of person you were. When I met you, you were no different. Yeah. I can't say the same for everybody. I can't say the same because I've seen some people with a very, very not good amount of acting skills. And then when you see them in person, it's a whole different person. What for me, when you see me on my live streaming and stuff, when you see me on the podcast, what you're seeing here is what you're going to see off camera. You can ask anybody who has already met me in person from the live streaming because I don't hide away from anybody. If they're around and they're, you know, they're here and they're there, this is exactly the same thing that you're going to get. So keep that in mind too. Keep a lookout for the people. Sometimes they're not always what they say they are.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not. The way to deal with them, again, try to just...
posers. Posers.
Again, the way to deal with them, you know,
it is it is what it is. Like, hey, to each is their own. If you feel that you have to turn into a whole nother person and get on social media, then more power to you. Yeah. Fake it till you make it. Get what you gotta get. Do what you gotta do. Handle your business. You know what I mean? But being yourself is always gonna be the best thing. It's always gonna be the best thing for you. I do feel very grateful and thankful that I've had mostly positive than negative. Like, I mean, I've had some haters like the next, but it's never been outrageous, like ugly. Like it got like that one time, not one time, a few times, but that's because someone tried to put something in someone else's head and change their mind about me. And then they had to watch for a while and figure out, like, wait a minute, that person's lying. Because that person was really talking about their self. That person was talking about their self, not me. Trying to make everything seem like I was that persona, when really that's her persona, not mine. But look out for those, man, because there's a lot of fake people in the world. A lot of people that pretend they love you. A lot of people that pretend that they're your friends, pretend they're your social media friends, and they're really not. They're just waiting for you to slip so they could catch you slipping, or they want to take your spot, or they want to take where you're at, and they want to compete against you. And you know what? You can't compete where you don't compare. It don't even matter. But but I think all my loyal people that have always stuck with me and actually came and met us in person, know who we are. Because then you'll find out for yourself. All you got to do is meet me in person. You'll see. I'm still the person that you see right here, right now. Same thing with Lotus. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that concludes our episode for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming in, listening. Keep on hitting that subscribe button. Keep watching. There's so much more to come. Look out for Chopping Up with the Cholas coming to the streets. That is going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. We still got to do our challenge. We do have to do our challenge. We ain't going nowhere yet, TikTok. We're going to do our challenge. But don't, again, like she said, don't forget, look out for Chopping It Up, taking it to the streets. We do want to give a shout out to the 323 Expressions. Make sure you guys go look for her on Instagram, TikTok, you know, all the social media platforms. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my husband's YouTube as well, Sin City Legends. Go subscribe to his page. He's got some stuff coming up. He is our photographer, videographer. He does a lot of things from modeling to quinceas to weddings, and he does video work. So make sure you guys go check him out. He also has his own
page that he does his own interviews with people. So go check all that out, okay, you guys? And
Also, iGemini Creative Creations, and Soho
Kings.
Entertainment.
Soho Royalty Productions.
Soho Royalty Productions.
Make sure you guys go check that out.
Yes.
We are about to start our Chola challenge.
It's time.
Because every time we talk
Turn
about
that
something
frown
rough,
upside down.
we gotta turn the frown upside
Let's
down.
do it.
So, you're gonna pick it.
Nobody's cheating. Not all looking inside. Come on. And hey, I need my trophy. I'm still waiting for my trophy.
We're not doing trophies.
I deserve
No,
a
we're
trophy.
not doing trophies because I'm always losing.
I
Not
know.
fair.
I deserve a trophy.
That's not right because you cheated the last time.
I deserve a
No.
trophy.
No.
I did not cheat the
You
last
did
time.
cheat. You did.
No, I
Here,
didn't.
Pick a card, any card. Pick a card, any card.
Oh.
That's what you get.
This is the shotgun challenge.
You have to drink one of ours.
Let's do another one.
Unbelievable.
That's too easy. I could do that shit all day long.
I can't. I can't.
Stare at each other with water.
Okay, we're gonna do apple juice because we don't have water.
Okay, apple juice is fine.
Okay, you guys, what this challenge means is that we have to fill our mouth with water. And
With apple juice?
Apple juice. We have to literally look at each other's eyes. We have to, see, I have a problem because I can't look at somebody's eyes for too long because I get scared. I get scared. Not scared, but I get like, I feel like somebody's looking into my soul. I swear, I get like anxiety. And then, I have to like, if you guys ever meet me in person, you'll never see me look directly at you. I'm always like this, or like looking my eyes up here, over there, around over here, and then I'll kind of like turn my head and stuff. Sometimes I look weird. But this is what the challenge consists of. Whoever spits out the water first, which is most likely going to be me,
The apple juice.
loses, okay? It's going to be me because I lose all the challenges, which is not right. But she has these rigged. We're just gonna leave that.
Rigged.
She has them rigged. All right. Cheers.
Okay, ready?
And I also don't have a voice, so I'm trying. Sorry, I'm drinking.
Fine.
Sorry, I'm drinking.
Too.
Hold on. My bad. I'm sorry.
Ready?
Sorry, excuse me. Okay. I was trying, okay. We're gonna do it again. You lost, but we're gonna do it again because she has to win. It's because I'm trying.
Okay.
Okay, no bullshit this time, I swear. I'm gonna try.
Bullshit.
You scared me, fool.
You're stupid.
Okay.
You guys, I ain't even lying. She route.
Stop!
She freaking got a biohazard over there. I don't even want to look at it.
Shut up.
That's gross.
Hey, that concludes chopping up with the Chola. I'm hoax. She's India.
Loves the sunshine.